Social media is dying. The days of using Facebook to find your long-lost classmates is over. Using Instagram to share travel photos with friends and family, that's done. And YouTube is overrun with AI-generated faceless channels instead of real personalities. So what does this mean for your business? If you use social media to get leads and paying clients for your online business, what are you gonna do when social media as you know it has been completely killed off? Well, by the end of this video, you're gonna see where social media is headed and how to take your business there before it's too late. Let's dive in. There are 3 reasons why social media as you know it is dying so quickly and why you have to change the way you use social media to grow your business. The first is the fact that the social novelty is gone. And Facebook is a perfect example of this. Way back in 2008, this is what Facebook's mission statement was. Facebook's mission is to give people the power to share and make the world more open and connected. It was all about connecting with people you knew or people you were getting to know. But that's completely changed. Even look at what Mark Zuckerberg recently said about the purpose of Facebook. He now said Facebook's main purpose wasn't really to connect with friends anymore. He said that the friend part has gone down quite a bit. Facebook is no longer about connecting. And that's true with all social platforms. Your leads aren't using social media to connect anymore. They want their ideas, their opinions, and their creations to be seen and heard. In other words, people are using social media to get attention. And one of the best things that you can do as a business owner is to give your leads what they're looking for. Give them attention, make them feel heard. And I'm gonna show you a bad attempt at this and then we'll talk about how to do it well. Here's an example of one of my posts. And you can see down here, Johnny, he commented on my post. So he's making sure that I feel heard, someone paid attention. He says, your client getting Facebook secrets are bold, love it. Sounds good at first, but then he goes on to say, shot a quick DM with a system that could help you reach even further. So very quickly, this went from making me feel heard to making me feel sold. You want to stay away from this. Give attention to your leads with no strings attached. When you see their content, like it. Comment on it, follow your leads. Those leads will love you because you're giving them exactly what they want. They want attention. So remember this, social media isn't really about being social anymore. It's just media. People use it to be heard. Make your leads feel heard and they're gonna love you. Now, the second reason why social media as we've known it is dying so quickly is because the creator bar has been lowered. Just think about what it used to be like to create content for social media. If you were writing posts, you had to have a unique thought, a novel idea, and you had to be relatively good at writing. If you were sharing photos, you had to have an eye for a good photo and probably some equipment to take a great photo. And same with creating video. You needed to be good in front of a camera and you needed to have something worthwhile sharing. Well, now it's easy for anyone to create content. AI generated posts and images and videos are filling up the social feeds and your leads are sick of it. Here's one example that I came across. This is an AI generated video accompanied by an AI written post telling you to buy an AI created course that teaches you how to create AI generated courses. It's crazy. And this type of content is now being referred to as AI slop, and it's everywhere on social media. But here's the interesting thing. Despite the fact that news feeds are being filled up with this AI slop, people are still spending more time than ever on social media. Here's the most recent stat. It says that people on average spend 143 minutes per day. That's over 2 hours on social media. But there's a caveat. While your leads are spending more time on social media, they're engaging less and less because the quality of content has decreased so much. In fact, the engagement rate on Facebook is the lowest it's ever been at just a fraction of a percent. People are becoming numb to this AI slop content, which actually creates an awesome opportunity for you. If you create content that's different from what everyone else is creating, it's meaningful, it has real thought, it has uniqueness, people are gonna engage on it. The algorithms are gonna see that people are engaging on your content and your content's gonna get pushed to a bigger and bigger audience. This is an awesome cycle. The better your content is, the more likely people are to engage, which means more eyeballs and more engagement, and it goes on and on and on. So how do you do that? Well, I'm gonna show you one example from Facebook. I'm gonna go over to my personal profile. I'm over in my professional dashboard here. And what you wanna do is click on your content tab, and you'll see that your content tab can be filtered for the last 90 days. And then you wanna filter it by interactions or engagements. And you're gonna see all your posts that are getting the most engagements, the most interactions. And this is what you should be looking for. When you create content, you should be creating content that generates comments because your competitors aren't. Their AI slop isn't generating any interactions, and therefore their algorithms are going to depress their content while yours rises. And that's what you can do over here. Once you filter your content based on interactions, you can see which of your posts have generated the most interactions, and then you can create more pieces of content like that because clearly that's the content that your audience wants to see and engage on. So yes, the second problem with social media these days is that creator bar has been lowered so much that anyone can create content at any time. But this leaves a huge opportunity for you to create better content that engages your audience. So that's the second reason why social media is dying. You have a real opportunity to uplevel your content and you're going to be rewarded for it. Now, the third reason why social media as we know it is dying is the fact that everybody's got something to sell. You remember back in the day on social media when people were there just for personal reasons. They wanted to connect, they wanted to share, they wanted to see what people are up to. And then slowly, entrepreneurs realized, hey, social media is a great place to sell things. And it wasn't a big deal because the business owners who were using social media back then to make sales, they had expertise, they had experience, they had something valuable to share or valuable to sell. So it actually made social platforms even better. Now people could go there to learn something, to gain something. But boy, has that changed. Nowadays, everyone is supposed to be making money on social media. Here's an example. This was an ad I came across and it says, train ChatGPT to sell for you. And it's a video that's telling people, even if you have no skills, you have no expertise, you have no experience, you should be making money by using AI to sell things on social media. And this is a problem because your leads are getting bombarded with sales pitches from people who they hardly know and from people who have no business selling anything online. It's no wonder your leads are hesitant to be social on social media nowadays. They're afraid that they're just going to end up getting a sales pitch from everyone they meet. But this opens up another opportunity for you and your business. The way I approach social media, it's sort of like a big game of tag. When I see a lead on social media, I take a tiny step toward that lead. I maybe make a comment on one of their posts. Remember, giving them the attention that they're looking for. That's like me saying, tag, you're it. And then I watch and see what they do in return. Do they come back and reply? Or maybe they comment on one of my posts. They come back and say, tag, you're it. And we go back and forth, taking these little tiny steps towards each other until we get to a point where there's a real relationship built. I'm not a stranger anymore. I've added value. I've proven that I'm there to connect with that person. And now it's easy for me to make an offer to that person without it feeling like it's one of these cold, unsolicited sales pitches. And that's what you can be doing too on social media. You can be taking steps towards your leads and waiting for them to take a step back and slowly nurturing your leads into the point where you can make an authentic sales pitch to them. And this is going to allow you to stand out from all your other competitors who are on social media for just one thing, to make a sale as quickly as they can. So yes, social media as we've known it, it's dying. It's less social. The quality of content has lowered and there's so many pushy salespeople nowadays. But these three factors that are contributing to the death of social media open up an opportunity for you to do things differently that will help your business grow using social media. And this is exactly what I do, but I also have a secret weapon, and that secret weapon is YunaPRO. YunaPRO is an amazing tool that goes out onto Facebook. It finds your ideal leads. It brings those leads over into your audience. It creates real connections with them, engaging on their content, making sure that they feel like you're paying attention to them. And then it strikes up conversation when you've taken enough steps towards them and they've taken steps towards you, and now they're ready to receive your offer. YunaPRO has been a game changer for my business, and I know it will be for you as well. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go over to YunaPRO.com. That's what I've got for you in this video, all about the death of social media as we know it. If this was helpful, give it a like. And if you have any comments or questions about what I shared in this video, leave those below. I'm happy to help out. And again, if you're using Facebook to grow your online business and you haven't checked out YunaPRO yet, you got to check it out. Go over to YunaPRO.com. It's really going to help your business grow a whole lot faster. Thanks for checking out this video. Can't wait to see you in the next video.